power team was assembled, well, within a week. It's a patchwork of men from many different areas. For example, race engineer Mark Paxton was the assistant engineer with Kenny Breck. Sean Hanrahan came from the IRL team, used to be on Ray Hall's team. Tim Keane was actually Breck's fueler. He moves over to fuel now for Dixon. Kent Holden came from PWR, the now closed team that Dixon drove for. Brad Larson and Reed Esquivel, well, big thrill for them. They were behind the wall people. Now they're actually over the wall in the middle of the action. Well, you might ask, can a shuffle of people like this be successful? Well, as you know, first time out, Scott Dixon's new Ganassi team in Milwaukee was actually faster than both of his teammates, Junker and Kenny Breck. And incidentally, Dixon's race today has been called by the boss himself, Chip Ganassi. I asked why. He said because Bruno proved in Japan he no longer needs me.
It's the mama bird pushing the babies out of the nest, I guess you might say.
Silence on the radios must be deafening.
It's amazing what Chip Ganassi has accomplished as a team owner here, the Indy Racing League, NASCAR Winston Cup. He is quite the entrepreneur. We'll take a break and be back with more live here on Speed Channel. There is Chip Ganassi. Stand by. There's a look down on the Salinas Valley from our Honda Skycam. Our thanks to Honda for providing the Skycam for our coverage of the Bridgestone Grand Prix of Monterey presented by Mazda. Big news down here on the Monterey Peninsula is that actor Clint Eastwood, former mayor of Carmel, California, is now a member of the California Parks Commission. So Dirty Harry is out there in the parks. Watch yourself when you come down to Monterey.
So next time you litter, the question is, do you feel lucky?
There is Patrick Carpentier, who spun himself out of 4th place. That car ahead of him on the road, the red and white target machine of Bruno Junqueira, is 4th place. Best battle on the racetrack right now, and Carpentier must be kicking himself as best you can within these carbon fiber tubs, because he was closing up on Kenny Breck. He's now 18 seconds behind the 3rd place car of Breck, with Junqueira between them.
Well, his engineer hit the nail on the head. I mean, there's no free lunch, and he has been running absolutely flat out 10/10, and you don't run the kind of laps that he's been running without putting yourself at risk. And so live by the sword, die by the sword. But he's running, other than Cristiano D'Amata and Townsend Bell, Carpentier is the 3rd quickest car on the track.
On board with Kenny Breck now. Christian Fittipaldi ahead of him on the road in the Andretti hairpin. Speaking of Andretti's, Michael, who started dead last in this field, is up to 12th, so he has hauled himself up into the points. Kenny Breck reps that wheel with his hands a lot closer together than most drivers are keeping. Well, thanks. So he changes. Just
I was going to say, he shifts his hands around a little bit. He grabs it differently for different corners.
It's back to the 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock position. Calvin Fish has more on the situation here.
Well, Brian Lyles is part of the engineering team on the Newman Haas squad, went down to the players team, and they went up to Tagliani and said, if it gets any closer than this, we don't expect him to stop on the racetrack, but if he could try and open the door, let Christian through. He's in a tight battle here with Kenny Breck for 2nd spot. Points very important right now.
Question about that. Last victory for Newman Haas here was back in '92 when Michael Andretti won, leading Father Mario. 1-2 finish. If Cristiano D'Amata can hold on to take the win, he will also take over the points lead, unless Michel Jourdain Jr., the current points leader, can find his way from his current 10th spot up to 5th. Not very likely. It's Christian. His Uncle Emo is here this weekend watching his nephew in action. Still holding out hope that the CART FedEx Championship Series will be able to return to Brazil sometime in the near future. In fact, the 2003 schedule, we understand, is very close to completion. We may have more on that within a week or so. Number of new rules that have just been agreed upon by the car owners, including a freeze on aerodynamic development of these cars in road course configuration beginning next week after the Portland race. We're also talking about a multi-stage pit lane speed limiter and much more. We'll have more on that as those rules come into effect. There is the Chevron car in the hands of Cristiano D'Amata, looking for his second victory of the season. Laps now running down. 3 to go around Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca. 19.5 seconds, the lead for D'Amata over his teammate Fittipaldi. Scott Pruitt.
Peter Gibbons, technical director for Newman Haas. What a terrific day so far, both Christian and Cristiano D'Amata. Seems like everything's coming your way.
So far, but it's not over yet, so a couple laps to go.
Any problems at all? Everything's been going pretty smooth?
So far.
Best select, hold on to the checkered. Bob?
That sounds like a man who does not want to commit. Whoop, Tora Takagi goes off at turn 11.
And he was feeling pressure from Townsend Bell. Townsend Bell, after his last stop, put together a series of laps that put second fastest lap of the race just off D'Amata's quickest, and was able to reel him in right in front of D'Amata. You can see it out of the onboard.
See green flag waving.
And he was trying to make a move on Dixon.
Got up the backside of the car, head spun. It appears he's lost the fire, so they may have to call a yellow out. It's a local yellow right now. Break for Townsend Bell. And for race leader Cristiano D'Amata, who was just behind. There's D'Amata. 2 laps to go now, and we are still green.
See Townsend right on the tail end of Dixon.
Will Bell try something, or will he preserve that precious finish, his first of the year thus far?
That's a tough one.
White flag for race leader Cristiano D'Amata. For the 63rd victory in the storied history of Newman Haas Racing. I mentioned the last 1-2 finish here at Laguna for Newman Haas was in '92. The last 1-2 finish for the team at any racetrack was in 1999 when Christian Fittipaldi picked up his first career victory, leading Michael Andretti to the line. This is for second place. That's Fittipaldi ahead on the road. They're riding with Kenny Brack in third. Bell looks around the outside of Junqueira in turn 5. Back to Brack, closing on Fittipaldi. Pretty evenly matched. Climbing the hill toward turn 6. A couple of corners ahead. Cristiano D'Amata is headed for the checkered flag. Ooh! Close moment there, and here comes D'Amata behind that battle between Junqueira and Bell. They are almost a full lap down. Cristiano D'Amata.
Bring it home, bring it home.
Bring it home, he does. His second victory of the season, and he moves into the series points lead with victory here in the Bridgestone Grand Prix, presented by Mazda. Back on board with Kenny Brack. Fittipaldi, it appears, will hold on to his second place finish for Newman Haas Racing. Unofficially, Brack finishes third, Bruno Junqueira fourth, Patrick Carpentier in fifth. These guys are going to fight it out. What do you do for Townsend Bell right here, Tommy?
Boy, I'll tell you what, he's got a lot of people telling him that you have got to finish this race. But Townsend Bell, like he said all along, he got here by being aggressive. And look at him, he can't help himself. He's a racer at heart. Look at that.
Down the hill they come.
Oh, he got out in the gray a little bit there.
They're sawing away at the wheel. Final corner, final chance. Drag race to the finish. Tora Takagi remains seated outside turn 11 as Junqueira comes across. Scott Dixon comes across, leading Townsend Bell. There is the race winner, Cristiano D'Amata. Behind him, Christian Fittipaldi, Kenny Brack, Townsend Bell, all post their best finishes of the season. There's a look at the entire Newman Haas team on the wall, led by Paul Newman and Carl Haas. On the rest of the crew from the Newman Haas organization. Tony Kanaan will also see his first checkered flag of the year, so we can put that broadcast note away for the rest of the season.
They'll take you through the winner's circle. You understand me?
Sixth career victory for Cristiano D'Amato.
Give a good thumbs up. They worked hard today.
He heads for the new under construction podium area. What do you want, guys? We want to stay with this so we can share the joy of Cristiano D'Amato and his team. They'll shut it off and push it along with the second and third place cars inside that fenced area at the top of your screen where the podium ceremonies will take place.
I got a very special delivery to tell you about. FedEx has delivered a very important package. 4 very important FedEx couriers are on.
Cristiano didn't want to shut that hot rod off. I think he wanted to rev it up there.
Driving straight to Portland. He is the new championship points leader. Derek Daly will be with him in just a moment. In Mexico, he yelled tequila. Here in Monterey, he's going to have to ask for a nice dry white wine, I have a feeling. All right, let's get down to Derek Daly.
Oh, this is the time you love to be part of here, boys. Cristiano D'Amato, his 4th win in the last 7 races. Cristiano, we're going to try and get his helmet off here. There's a big smile on his face here. Cristiano, can you pull your helmet off there, please?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Carl Haas comes in right behind here to congratulate him.
Good job, Carl.
As you said, a great 1-2 for this team. Carl Haas loved these celebrations. As you mentioned earlier, Bob, first time since 1999 up at Elkhart Lake. And incidentally, his teammate who finished 2nd today won that race. Cristiano, you're all tied up here, buddy. Somebody help this man. Cristiano, a great day. I mean, a great day, all according to plan. You get your very first pole. Did you have any trouble at all from anybody out there?
Well, the car obviously was running great. Team did a great job. Nice stops. We had a good start, which was my main concern. After I was clear after the first turn, I knew I had a good car. You know, I've had 8 sessions here in this track before this race week, and I've been fastest in 7 of them. So it's a big pressure when you have such a good car. You really have to deliver, because it doesn't matter when you're fast just in the sessions that didn't count. So very happy for the team, for Chevron sponsor here, for Toyota, for Lola, for everybody. Thanks for all this great crew at Newman Haas.
And Cristiano, speaking of pressure, Kenny Brack ran you down and got quite close when you got into traffic at one stage. Were you concerned?
I was a little concerned because the biggest trouble I had that time in the race, I don't know why in that stint we made a couple of changes, so because I had a little bit of problem of traction, and I actually started to pick up too much understeer, and that run specifically in my car wasn't in its best. So plus the traffic, I was a little bit worried, but I knew I still had a good gap, and I knew the next stint would make the change back to what we had at the beginning of the race. It was going to be fine.
Thank you, Christian. Of course, here to celebrate from Brazil also is his mother and his father. Calvin, you got 2nd place.
Yeah, and that's another Brazilian connection here. His teammate, Christian. What a great run for you. Staying out those few more laps than Kenny Brack. You put some fast ones down and hung on to that 2nd place. Great day for Newman Haas.
Yeah, it definitely was a great day for the team. It was a really hard race for us because the beginning of the race I got stuck in traffic, and then we came in for the first stop. Thousand Bell and Vassar were still they hadn't pit. They were in front of us, but they didn't have exactly the same pace. But they're racing with us. You can't blame them. And it was hard because of that. And after I got a clear track, the car was pretty quick, and I managed to close in on Brack, and we made it to the finish.
Talk about the physical factor now, Christian, with these races pretty much flat out. I mean, you're not conserving fuel anymore. The difference between 9/10 and 10/10 from a driver's perspective, a big difference.
Yeah, I agree with you. And I like the physical factor. I think I'm pretty ready for it. Maybe there can be guys out there that are better than I am, but one thing is sure, I was trying my best, and I think it paid off today.
Awesome job, Christian. Let's get over to Derek Daly.
Kenny, a good, hard, fast, long race, just not quite enough at the end.
No, we didn't have enough for the Newman Haas cars. I don't know. They were very fast today, but I thought we could get second, but Christian got around us in the pit stop somehow. And you know, once he was in front, I tried, but I couldn't make use of the traffic right in front of us. So that's that. But it's a good result. Third is it's a great result for the Target Ship Ganassi team for now. So we'll take that and go to Portland.
Have a look. You got a friend behind you.
All right.
Good job, Kenny. Good job. Very good run. Fellas.
All right, thanks very much, guys. Those are your top finishers. Behind them, Townsend Bell in 7th place is his career high, his previous high being a 12th place finish on the oval tracks in Europe. We'll take a break and return for more of the festivities of the Monterey Peninsula. Welcome back. There's the view high above Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca, side of round 5, now in the books on the CART FedEx Championship Series for 2002, the Bridgestone Grand Prix of Monterey. There is the winner's trophy just presented to Cristiano D'Amata. On the right, 2nd place, Christian Fittipaldi. On the left, 3rd place, Kenny Brack. D'Amata is now the series points leader, as well as the first 2-time winner of the year. And now it's time to spritz a little bubbly. Tradition that, according to legend, was begun by Dan Gurney in 1967.
I think they give Cristiano a bottle of flat champagne.
No bullets in that gun.
Couldn't get it to spray.
It's not like he hasn't had any practice. All right, let's get down to Derek Daly standing by with our 4th place finisher, Bruno Junqueira.
And Bob, we're actually watching the big screen TV, and Bruno watches with envy. Bruno, you were almost up there for most of the day. It looked like you could be up there.
Yeah, I thought I could get at least a podium, but I think I'm okay with 4th place. I've been consistent every single race. Unfortunately, some races I couldn't score big points. But this race we didn't have the car to win, but good, solid 4th place. I hope in Portland can improve a little bit and get a win.
Good, I think so. Of course, remember he did win in Japan. Of course, Diana is his sister. She handles all his public relations. But right beside Diana here is Scott Dixon. Scott, just grab a quick word with you. You said earlier a long, lonely day. Was it really?
It was, yeah, until the last few laps. Actually, me and Townsend had a pretty close battle there. I think the last set of tires, for some reason, we couldn't get the front to turn. So it was not a nice last stint.
Lots of New Zealanders here to support you this weekend. Your parents, obviously, and of course Peter Johnson, who handles your investment group that really got your career off the ground.
Yeah, for sure. You know, without these people, that wouldn't have been here today. But a lot of support, and a lot of people love this place here at Laguna, and enjoy coming here.
Thanks, Scott. Calvin?
Well, Patrick Carpentier is enjoying the story of the race with his crew members, and great run today for a long-time fastest man on the racetrack. What happened there at the end in the attempt to get by Bruno, or attempt to catch him up?
Yeah, we passed him at first, and then I was, so happy. And then right after that, I spun. I shouldn't have been too happy. And then I came back on the track, and we caught up again. And I missed the shift on the gearbox, and it damaged the rings. And we did that before and broke the gearbox. I didn't want to break it, so I was lifting to a shift. And I stopped trying at the end, but it was a fantastic race.
This team has so much potential, and top 5 today, but how frustrating is it, Patrick, to know that you have a potentially winning car and not pull it off?
Yeah, no, I don't. It doesn't matter to me, because if we'd be slow, then that's really frustrating. We're fast, that's all I want. I want to be fast. Someday it'll work for us, someday it won't. It's a very competitive series, and we're going to win one. It just takes time.
All right, mate, thanks a lot. Let's get down to a driver who was certainly fast today, Scott Pruitt.
Townsend, sorry it's taken so long to get down here. You needed a big run today. Looked like it was a bit of a question mark at the start, but you came back strong.
Man, we got hit there in the first corner from behind. I was going wide and two, just trying to gain a position or two and stay out of trouble. And some guys got together and clipped my left rear, spun us about halfway around, and we stalled. I was screaming for someone to push start me, man, because I really wanted to run the distance today. We got going again. We made a good strategy, came in early on the yellow to pit, and came out there in 3rd position. And then when everybody got back in sequence, we were running around in 8th, clicking on pretty good race laps for us. And we caught Takagi. He spun in front of me. We were 7th. then the last couple laps, I mean, I caught Dixon no problem, but he was really defensive. And
now, how do you balance that? Here you want to finish the race, but you want to get by him at the same time.
You know, McGee's on the radio telling me, be smooth, just finish. And Dixon, we raced together in Indy Lights, and we were always going for it. He races clean, but he was really being defensive. I got to thank Visteon, Toyota, Bridgestone, you know, especially my crew. I mean, these guys are used to finishing races and running up front, and they've been great for me and really, really loyal over the last few weeks. So I got to thank those guys. This is for them.
Now you can give Patrick a call and said you had a good race today.
He was going fishing this weekend, so Pat, stay home. Enjoy yourself.
See you at Portland. Back to you guys.
Boy, what a weight lifted off the shoulders of Townsend Bell, who gets that 0 out of his points column with his career best finish, a rookie in the CART FedEx Championship Series. Now, here are the standings after 5 of 20 rounds this year. Cristiano D'Amato, the new points leader, over former leader Michel Jourdain Jr. Christian Fittipaldi up into 3rd spot. Bruno Junqueira now 4th. Dario Franchitti drops from 2nd to 5th, followed by Kenny Brack, Max Pappas, and Paul Tracy. The top 4 cars today were Toyota powered. A sweep. First win for Toyota here at Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca. A lot of political points there. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca, going through turn 6, slower than they have all day. There are your top 3 in today's Bridgestone Grand Prix of Monterey, presented by Mazda. Cristiano D'Amato, Christian Fittipaldi, and Kenny Brack. Right now, let's get down to Derek Daly.
To the boys from Team Rahal, who had a long day, not a great day, but Jimmy, number 8, you finish 8. Michel Jourdain, number 9, you finish 9. But you got involved in that first lap schmozzle. Did you see what happened, Jimmy?
Yeah, I don't know. This guy was across the road. I guess he got hit. I seen a big gigante right across the track, and he was sliding, and people were going either way, and I was going to go to the outside. Then all of a sudden, it just closed up right in front of me. A bunch of cars, and I couldn't go anywhere. I had to stop, and I couldn't get to the clutch quick enough, and it stalled.
And then you had a great battle, Jimmy, all day with Townsend Bell.
Yeah, Townsend was, you know, he was holding me up there for a while, and then the last 2 stops, they made some changes or something. He was really quick at the end, and I wasn't able to stay with him anymore. But we had a good run for a while. You know, got held up for quite a while behind him, and then I think, you know, he's probably one of the fastest cars on the track in the race. He was really hooked up at the end.
Thanks, Jimmy. Of course, Jimmy did a lot of his early racing here, so definitely one of the hometown boys. Now, Michel Jourdain, Jimmy's teammate, you were directly involved in the incident because I believe Fernandez hit you. Did you know what happened at the start?
I had no idea. I just saw a lot of people went to the outside, and there was clean on the inside, so I passed 2 or 3 guys on the inside. I was pretty happy with that, and I was in the apex, and suddenly just felt a big hit and spun me. We lost. It was a pretty big hit. It broke the rear wheel, left rear, so we had to come in, and we lost a set of tires, you know, and we went to the back. So it was pretty sad, you know, because I think, I mean, we didn't have the best car, but I think everybody in Team Rahal, everybody in the Gigante Fisipo team did a good job, you know, the weekend, and we had, I'm sure, a car to finish in the top 5 again today, but, you know, for some reason it didn't happen, and, you know, at least we finished and got some points, you know, so we just have to keep getting more points in the next races.
Thank you, Michel. And of course, points and consistency is what put him in the lead of the championship, which he has just now lost to D'Amato. Calvin?
Well, it was a tough day for Alex Tagliani, Derek, and the players' team. It all started to unravel on that first pit stop. What went wrong there?
I think the right front gun didn't work properly, and I mean, we were in 6th at the time, and we lost a couple of spots. And then traction control broke, and a lot of little problems related to that. Had a lot of hard time to downshift. The engine had a couple of misfires during the race, so I mean, 10th was the best we can do, but you know, hopefully those little problems are not going to happen. And you know, it's still early in the season, but we need to fix, you know, all those problems if we want to score points and maybe be up there for the championship.
All right, Tags, thanks a lot, mate. Let's get down to Scott Pruitt.
Maxie, you talk about a tough day. You started out this morning in warm-up, got off the track. The guys got it back together. Long day at the office?
Yeah, it was a very long day. And unfortunately, we had a mechanical problem that put me in the wall with the front suspension in the morning. Guys rushed to put the car back together. But it was a very long day. Unfortunately, we had a brake problem all the race. And we were too slow in the first 2 set of tires. And, you know, I guess that a lot of work for the 13th place. But we know we can't be Christmas every day. So
now for Portland, hoping for rain?
You know, we dominated in the rain and in the dry, and I'm going to go there to fight to get the car in the top 5. And as I said again, you know, we have to accept that in the first 4 races with Sigma, we score more points than what Sigma scored in all season long. So sometimes, you know, a run without a point can happen.
See you at Portland. Bob?
Indeed we will. 13th, just outside the points, Mad Max Pappas. We'll take a break and return to wrap things up from Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca. Stay with us. Welcome back to Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca. The sun beginning to get low here as the crowd begins to file out after round 5 of the CART FedEx Championship Series. Bob Varsha and Tommy Kendall with you. Tommy, your thoughts on what we saw today?
Well, the day started with a lot of controversy over who should be on the pole, Cristiano D'Amato, Kenny Brack. Well, all that was left at the end of the day is that Cristiano D'Amato cleaned everyone's clock. So the roller coaster continues. Fortunately for them, there's only one oval coming up in the next stretch. So they were better at Milwaukee, but there's a lot of road course points ahead, and they're in front where they want to be. Look for those guys to try to pile it on.
That's exactly what I was thinking. We don't get back to an oval track for a while, and that really gives the field something to think about when it comes to Mr. D'Amato. Here's a look at the final results. Victory for Toyota-powered Cristiano D'Amato. First win at Laguna Seca for Toyota, which also swept the top 3 in qualifying. The first time any manufacturer has done that this year. Alex Tagliani finished in 10th. In 11th, Michael Andretti fought his way up to pick up a few points after starting stone last in the field for the first time in his career. Adrian Fernandez and Dario Franchitti, the 2 cars that were eliminated in that crash down in the Andretti hairpin on lap 1. Next weekend, it's the G.I. Joe's 200 from Portland International Raceway in the shadow of Mount Hood. Friday and Saturday qualifying, 5 p.m. Eastern Time, 4:30 p.m. on the Saturday qualifying round, split by CART Friday night at 10:30 p.m. Eastern. The race itself, 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time on CBS. We hope you've enjoyed our Speed Channel coverage of today's Bridgestone Grand Prix of Monterey, presented by Mazda. For Tommy Kendall, Scott Pruitt, Calvin Fish, and Derek Daly, I'm Bob Varsha. We'll see you next week from Portland. Until then, so long from California's Monterey Peninsula.